Welcome back. It's the 2026 trade deadline now. I was struggling on a decision for how to approach this trade deadline because of how the team struggled to start the season. But the past few sims have given me an answer. The team's figured it out, not to mention getting healthy again, and is climbing back up the standings. So we buys this day, but what do I need? For me the key is figuring out the one specific area where I'm lacking. If you've been watching this series, then you might have noticed that my overall strategy has been to put together a deep team. Sometimes it means that I might not have the best pure goal scorers, unless I draft them myself, but the trade-off is that you get good cap management. Now the past few seasons I've been running with the top defense pairing of Chabot and Ryan Murray, but Murray's naturally a left defenseman, and the fact he's being used as my top right defenseman suggests that I have too many left defensemen, and that right defense may be the weakness I need to address. The pawns I can try and move are Formanton, the odd man out behind Kachik, Stutzel, and Beast. And if I'm getting a right defenseman, that means Ryan Murray's available because I'm basically trying to replace him. If no moves are made, then this is the lineup going into the season's final stretch. It was a surprise when Boston messaged me asking if I liked any of their right defensemen, because I was already looking at John Marino. I figured he might be a good fit and possibly affordable, but when we started discussing things it was clear they wanted a first-round pick. Now if the upcoming draft was deeper than I think it is, then I might have gone ahead and given it to them, but I think the upcoming draft isn't deep at all, and getting anyone of quality outside of round 1 is going to be difficult, so I just couldn't do it. I instead tried promoting some of the prospects I already have in place of a first-round pick, but that was the end of it. In the end I stood pat hoping the momentum will continue. And so far it seems that's exactly what's happening. And the upward trend continues. Still trending up. Sadly, that's just about it for Belleville's chances. Now I've just noticed something about Kapanen's stats. His goals are way down from usual. Well, of course we lose our top center for 2 weeks, just as the season is wrapping up, and we're clinging on to the last playoff spot. Replacing Monahan will be Sexy Beast, making his debut in the top-line center role. The fate of our season entirely depends on how the team performs during these last few games, but at least we're on the inside looking out, rather than outside looking in. And there we have it, we're once again in the playoffs. We'll be starting them without Monahan, but Sexy Beast is ready to step up for a game or two. Let's look at the end of season players' stats. The 2026 playoff tree. Once again we're meeting the Hurricanes in the playoffs. As always they're dangerous, so I'm relying on a late season rally being strong enough to carry us through the first round of the playoffs too. Just as before, the team is mostly made of players acquired via aggressive trading, but that's not to say they're lacking prospects. So with the playoffs and draft both starting imminently, I'll be ending this video shortly. Next time we get the playoffs and 2026 draft started, and hopefully Monahan will be ready to join the party. Here's a last look at our lineup heading into Game 1. Thank you for watching.